Hey there, welcome to day 338 of our Get Your Goals annual challenge. Today we are going to identify one area of your life, you for your life and me for mine, that we want to improve. And of course, we're going to do it using our SOAP framework. Oh, upside down SOAP framework. Why? Because it is the best tool I have found and the best process I've found over the decades to deal with any setback, any problem, any challenge, any obstacle, anything that gets in the way, or any area of my life that I'm feeling challenged or that I want to improve. So, how do we identify one area of our life that we want to improve? I did a write up in Guide 17 of the Get Your Goals, Get Up and Go Challenge. Get Up and Go Challenge. Maybe by December 31st, I'll get the name right. I know it, but the Get Up and Go Challenge and the Get Your Goals Challenge are different things. Well, in 2020 and 2021, every other month I did a 30+ day challenge to keep us going through the pandemic. And then in that, I saved all of those in that private Facebook group page so that you can access those. All of last year's annual challenges there, the BU 365-day challenge, to do one thing every day to continuously improve yourself and become a better version of yourself. And then this year's Get Your Goals annual challenge is also in there, both videos and starting February 1st, a ChatGPT write-up of the topic that we're talking about for the day. So today there's actually a pretty good write-up in there, pretty detailed on this whole topic of how do you identify and choose an area to improve in. And I'll just share a couple thoughts on that. And if you want more information, you can go there and look at it. Usually we know what area of our life we want to do something about, but we procrastinate, we put it off, and we ignore it, and we pretend it doesn't exist until something happens to really, really get our attention. So we want to get familiar with self-assessment tool. And what are we going to do today? Our action item today is going to, of course, to pick that one thing that we're going to apply the SOAP framework to this week. So we're going to pick one area of our life we want to improve. How do we know which area to pick? And there's a couple processes that we'll talk about after I talk about some ways through self-reflection that we can definitely know, okay, this is what I need to work on right now. Number one, are you feeling stagnant or unfulfilled in any area or aspect of your life? There's something bothering you, something keeping you awake at night. Are you bothered by something? Do you find yourself thinking about a situation or a thing about your life repeatedly that doesn't make you feel good? If it doesn't make you feel good, it's something that isn't for you. So we want to go ahead and change that. Persistent dissatisfaction with any area or aspect of your life. Listen to your self-talk. What is your self-talk saying? Because that will tell you exactly what your subconscious and your conscious is thinking, and an area usually that we want to improve. And then lack of progress toward our goals. If, of course, we're setting goals. And if you're in this challenge, I sure hope you're setting goals this year. But if we feel like we're not making progress in any area or aspect of our life, in some areas it's easier to notice than others. Sometimes we notice that our relationships are stagnant. Other times we notice that our job is unfulfilling and stagnant, and we just don't feel like we're learning or growing or really contributing or feeling good about our vocation. But once we identify that area, how do we prioritize it? How do we figure out what one thing to choose for the purposes of this week's exercise? Number one, we can analyze, first we prioritize our goals, right? We've done this several times this year, but at different times of our life and different days of the week, sometimes we prioritize some goals over others. Sometimes our physical health needs our attention, and that becomes our number one priority. Other times, our financial health needs our attention, and that becomes our number one priority. Sometimes when we're raising our family and our kids, or we're in a new significant other relationship or one that's stagnating, that relationships needs our number one goal priority. So we prioritize our goals. Then we analyze the impact that improving a certain area can have. There are some things that we change that are going to make us feel better, but they're not going to have a huge impact on our life. And there are other things called like big dominoes. Think of the domino effect. You knock down one domino and it knocks down all kinds of other dominoes if they're lined up right. Sometimes we want to pick one of those things because that's going to have a huge impact. One little improvement in a certain area, or to get rid of a problem or a challenge in one area of our life, positively impacts several other areas of our life. So say you're in a bad relationship. Maybe you have a friend that's just toxic, and you end that relationship, or you minimize the time you're spending with that particular person, and that positively impacts all kinds of other areas and aspects of your life. So not lack of progress. Prioritize goals, analyze the impact or the potential impact of making a change in that area, and then consider resources. What resources do you need? This is a big one for me. And these things remind me of like the urine analysis. I don't think I have it right here handy, but I ask myself and use this a lot when I am trying to decide or identify what I want to work on. And is it urgent? Is it important? What resources are required? How much energy or effort is it going to take to make an impact or make a change in this particular area? That's not on here. It's on a cardboard one. And finally, is it relevant? Is it even relevant? Is it something that I need to change? Or is it just something that if I ignore long enough, it's just going to go away, or it's going to become a non-issue? A lot of things change in our environment that it just doesn't even matter. So why would we spend any time and energy trying to change or having an impact on that? So action item today, pick one thing that you're going to soap. Starting tomorrow, we're going to tell our story about it. So pick an area today. I haven't picked mine yet. I'll pick it. I have a lot. I always have a lot, right? I'm a continuous work in progress. So it's not hard for me to pick an area to improve, but I will apply impact and resources. And is it relevant? Is it important? Is it urgent as I'm picking something today? All right. Any questions about this? Write up guide 17 or just ask. You can always just ask, right? Go ahead and Voxer me at pajamagramma@gmail.com. If you don't know what Voxer is, look it up. Be a self-starter. All you have to do is Google it and you'll find, or go to the app store and you'll find the Voxer app. It's a walkie-talkie app. And I love it because I can just answer right away. If somebody pushes a button, I can listen and answer right away. And to me, given my personal situation and my schedule and my vision challenges, that is the fastest, easiest way to get my attention and get an answer to a question that you have. All right. Have an awesome day. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.